Hi everyone, today I'm going to be showing you how to do acrylics on yourself or on somebody else. If you're not a professional, make sure it's like family or something so that way you don't get like sued or anything. I'm not a professional, I do them on like family and friends and stuff, but I don't, I'm not a professional. So any professionals out there, remember I'm not professional, it's just the way I do it. If you choose not to do it this way, then that's fine. But this is just how I do them. I actually did them on myself. Actually, my mom did these, but I've done them on myself before. So I'm going to show you guys on a practice dummy finger. Excuse the finger, my mom definitely just destroyed this finger with a file. So what you do is, she like chewed off this finger, like it is gone, but you start off, you wash your hands, make sure you find to wash your hands, use hand sanitizer, sanitary, everything sanitary. Then you perform a dry manicure. So what you do is you take the cuticle pusher and you just push back any cuticle that you have there. If their cuticles are really bad, then use because you don't want to hurt them, then you use the cuticle remover. But I wouldn't suggest using it because then if it stays on there, your nail can lift. If you use it, make sure you clean it off really well with alcohol or acetone or whatever you want to clean it to get any of the slippery residue off. So you just go ahead and push the cuticles back. This is fake fingers, they don't really have cuticles. But you push it back, make sure the area is clean. Then you take a file, or you can use your you can use the electric file. I use the electric file. So I'll show you both. When you file the nail, try not to completely destroy their nail. I've gone to places and they destroyed my nail bed completely. It just was not there. It was non-existent. And I bite my nails, but it was worse than anything. It was terrible. It hurts so bad. Try not to burn them, please. That really hurts. So you just take the file and you go in one direction. You don't want to go crazy taking the nail off. You just want to take the shine off the nail. Make sure you get in the corners of the nail. So in here, in the crevices in here, around the cuticle. Try not to touch the cuticle. Cuticles are very sensitive. They get very dry. They can crack and it hurts. And when they have open sores, they can get infected, and it's just not pretty. So just try to stay away from the cuticle area. Cuticles, do not touch them. So you just, this is a fake finger, so you just file it. Make sure that all the shininess of your nail is gone. That's the natural oils of your nail. Just take it off. With the file, I bought this one from eBay. It's a good one. You don't have to use your foot, so you don't have to worry about it going and going really crazy. Because I had one of those, and I used one of those, and it was just really fast in my foot, and I just didn't feel comfortable with it. So mine, you just see it right here. You can put the speed however you want it. You just push the pedal if you want. You can go how fast you want, but you don't have to worry about pushing too hard or anything like that. And it was actually, I think, about $50 for this one, $49.99 on eBay. Salon Edge. It's perfect. I love it. It came with this, and it came with a rest for the actual drill. This. Okay, so you use the fine grit. And I don't know if it's. I always forget whether the higher numbers, I think, are the ones that are finer. If I'm mistaken or anything, comment below. But this, the softer, not such coarse grit, fine grit. Because the coarse grit will tear, just take everything with it. So you just want to take it, put in a low speed. You don't want to go crazy. This is if you're using the electric file, and you just go around the nail. Again, this is a fake finger, but you just go around the cuticle area really lightly. You don't want to go like this and just take it all off. You don't want to do that. Because you just want to take the shine off. So you just go and you roughly, barely touching it, just take off any of the shine. The shine comes off pretty easily. go around. Remember not to touch the cuticle, because then their cuticles look like this, and that they will just not be happy with them, and it will hurt. Okay, so this is, you know, when you're actually doing someone's nail, you're not going to have their nail all upside down and stuff, but this is fake finger. Okay, anyway, so then you clean it off with a brush. This has like really, so you just clean it off, and then what I do, after everything's filed and everything, you can wipe it down with acetone or alcohol, not acetone. Okay, I have the ASP Prep and Clean Dehydrant, and what I do is I put that on the natural nail before I put the tip on, so I just put it on there, and it makes the nail really white and dry, and just takes out all the oil and everything, so the nail will actually grab better on your finger. The tip will grab better on your finger. So just let that dry a little bit. See how it went from kind of wet and now it's starting to turn white and flaky and stuff, like crusty looking. That's it. Then whoop, these are tips that I like don't have any more of. Like I'll have one size of it and that's it. These plastic fingers, it's really hard for you to put a tip on them. They don't want to stay, so if you have them, please don't get frustrated. It's not that hard. Some people's nails are hard, but it's not really this difficult to put a tip on and have it stick. It's just these fingers suck. They just don't stick. So you use glue. I have my ASP brush on. And I also use crazy glue that Nailine actually has now. It's so funny. It's this exact glue. It says super crazy glue, but it says Nailine on it, and then it says for artificial nails. And I use this glue on myself and on my mother and on other people, and it holds well. Now I'm not saying for you to use it on yourself because some people have really sensitive skin and stuff like that, but they have one that it's Nailine on it. It says Nailine and it has nail, and it's the exact same thing, honestly. But I don't use it on everybody. I use it on myself. Because we bite our nails. But this is the ASP brush on glue. Okay. And what you're just going to do is you're going to glue the tip on to it. So you just brush on a little bit of glue. You don't want to get too crazy and heavy with the glue. You just want to do a little bit. You don't want to overdo the glue. And then you just lay the tip on there and you hold it for, see, these tips are ridiculous, but you just hold it on there for about 20 seconds. Count to 20. And it should stay. This one it actually stayed. Woo! It stayed. Try not to overdo it with glue, because when you put too much glue, it doesn't stick actually. It takes a long time to dry, and then it gets all, moves a lot, and you get glue on the fingers, and just don't put too much. If you need to put more extra later on, then that's fine. But don't go crazy with the tip. I'm so happy you stood it. I'm so great. I'm so happy. Okay. Anyway, so then next is the cutting of the tip. Now you can use some. They have nail clippers. These are doggy clippers. I got them in the dollar store. I know I did not use them with my dog, but they're you know, they're cute. You just, well, not cute. They're ugly, but you know. And then you just put the tip in here. See, here it has the stand, so it's a little harder to do, but I'm still gonna do it anyway. Or you can use nail scissors. I'm gonna use scissors because it's harder to use these. But these, what you would do is you would just put the tip in here. Make sure it's straight, not like this, because then it cuts at an angle, and then they come out shorter than they actually are, that you want them. Because it's an angle. So make sure it's straight, like this. Now you just clip it. I'm just gonna use the scissors, and then you eyeball it just how much you want it, and then you just cut it. Make sure you don't fly in your client's face or in anyone's face. Okay, see? There it is. It's shorter. Now what you do is you just file the sides and shape the nail. So what you do is you file it this way, the besides a nail. Try if there's skin is there, just pull it down. Like if it was glued, just pull it down. And then you take just do the other side too. And then you just make sure that both sides are nice and clean. You don't have any hanging on the skin. Everything's even, because sometimes the tip can be a little bit bigger than the nail. Make sure you file that off before, but sometimes people forget, and then the next thing you know, it's lifting because it's too far off the nail. Just file it nicely, shape it so that it's on the nail. And I just want to show you guys what it looks like so far. Okay, see that? And then when you want to shape the bottom, depending on what shape you want. Right now we're going to do square. I'm just going to go, this is a fake nail. So you can go back and forth if you want to. If you're doing a natural nail, you go in one direction only. But if you go both ways, it shreds the nail. And then it will just break. And it could just shred, and then you get pieces. It's just bad for the natural nail. But this is fake nail, so you can, don't be rough, but you can be rough with it. And you just shape it, file it. You can do it this way, up and down, like that. You just want it to have a flat edge. And I'm using, this is actually the 180 grit. I'm using the 100. That's the 100 side. Okay, so now it's square. And what you want to do now, that part you have to do with this file. You can't do it with the drill, the sidewalls and stuff. So now you can do this part with a drill. You can do it with the file too. If you don't have a drill, you can do it with the file. It just takes a little bit. You just want to take the shine off the tip. Don't go back up into the natural nail. You just file the tip so that the shine is off the tip and the acrylic can grab onto something. So you just go back and forth, go down to front, back down. And it goes from that crystal clear tip to a cloudy tip. See, it's all scratched up. So now it's all scratched up. You can take the dust off now. Okay. Now I'm going to show you the rest of, before you put the application, and then I'll do another video on the application of the acrylic. So after you filed it and everything's dusted off, you take your dehydrate again, because your nail produces oils, and for me touching it and things like that, it can get shiny again. I use Surebond. This is non-acid primer. I recommend non-acid primer. A lot of people have really sensitive cuticles and skin, and if you use the acid primer, it can make it really itchy and burn. And I'm one of those people, and they get swollen, and it's just not pretty, and it hurts. The non-acid primer lets you know that it's not burning them, and it won't get as itchy. Some people still get itchy, but it just helps with the problem. So this one's Beauty Secrets Surebond Non-Acid Acrylic, Primer, and this is from Sally's. I got this at Sally's. I think it's $10.99, $9.99 around there, but it lasts a while. Okay. I think that's pretty much what I need. Yeah. Okay. So what you do is you put the dehydrant on the natural nail again, because you just want to make sure that nail has no oil on it. No. Because then it will lift. Make sure not to get it on the skin. When you do everything, just stay away from the skin. It's very important. And then, after that dries, I'm not going to wait till it dries because it's fake paper, but then you put the primer. Usually by the time you go through all 10 fingers, the next one will be dry, but this is just one finger, so it takes a little bit. So you can put the primer. I put it on 2 times. Some people do it 2 to 3 times. it just helps for the nail to stick and not lift. It just helps with lifting so much. So I'm going to put it again. Remember, once you get through all 10 nails, the next one, it should be dry when you come back to it. And you just wait for it to dry a little bit. And while everything dries is when you can take out your paper towel, everything like that. So this is how you this is how you prepare the nail. And then next video I'm going to show you how to apply the acrylic on the nail.